Instagram's algorithm has been quickly changing for 2023, and you need to make sure that you're adapting to the new strategies that are working on Instagram right now. Because if not, you're going to fail to grow on Instagram in 2023, and ultimately, you're going to fail on Instagram during, quite frankly, the easiest time ever to grow, and that would be one of the biggest mistakes you could ever make if you've been trying to grow on Instagram. I don't care if you're a brand new account, if you've been trying for years, struggling, and haven't been able to succeed, or if you saw some success, but then you saw a steep fall off because you haven't adapted to the latest strategies. In fact, these strategies that I'm about to share with you have helped this creator gain over 100,000 followers, this creator over 100,000 followers, and this creator also over 100,000 followers. And all you simply have to do is copy these strategies, implement them into your niche, and you're gonna see massive success on Instagram. But before I can share them with you, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you wanna grow quicker on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, I'd literally upload a video about how to grow on these platforms every single day. In addition to that, here's my phone number. Please hit me up. I wanna help you grow on social media. Also, I created a free Instagram growth course you can get at the link in the pinned comment below. It's gonna share with you things like the best time to post right now, because unfortunately, I'm not gonna have enough time to share that with you in this video. What are you waiting for? It's 100% free, and all you have to do is go to the link in the pinned comment below. Change number one is you need to make sure that you're adding captions into your content. No, I'm not telling you to pay some VA. I'm not telling you to pay your little brother or your little cousin to start adding captions in. You can literally just go into the Instagram app, begin adding captions into your content via the tool that they have within the app, because 15% of people, and only 15% of people, are watching Instagram with the sound on. So what does that mean for you, the creator? It means that the majority of people, 85% in fact, aren't actually hearing what you're saying, which means they're not getting hooked in and they're not getting the information that you're trying to share with them, which is a huge problem for you because it decreases the amount of views that you get and it decreases the amount of watch time that you actually get on your videos. And if you didn't know, watch time is one of the most important factors when it comes to this current Instagram algorithm. And if you're not getting the correct amount of watch time, which I'll share with you later on in this video, then it's going to be the reason that your videos aren't getting pushed out and you're not growing. Now, there are 4 other changes that you guys need to make sure that you're implementing. The next one, you should be adding original sounds to as many Instagram posts as humanly possible. Way too many creators are making the mistake right now of just hopping on trending sounds, and they're not realizing that if you scroll on the Reels feed, you'll actually see that more videos go viral than not that actually have original sounds, especially when it's coming from a small creator. That being said, I don't want you to discount hopping on trends because it's still an absolutely amazing way for you to get views, and I strongly suggest hopping on a trend only if it actually fits what your actual post type is about. I'll give you an example. If you go to a trending sound and you see a bunch of posts with dogs, I wouldn't do a post with your cat. I wouldn't do a post with your car. I wouldn't do a post for fashion or for crypto because you're not actually hopping on the trend. Instagram is going to recognize that, and as a result, they're not going to be pushing your content out as much as it should be pushed out. Now, this next one, I need to make sure that you're paying close attention to because 99% of Instagram pages out there that I look at do not have this. You need to make sure that you have keywords showing up in multiple places in your videos. 1, in the description, 2, in the hook of the video, 3, in the actual video itself, and you also need to make sure that it's in your bio. When somebody searches for crypto, or somebody searches for healthy living, or somebody searches for vegan, your page should be showing up. So many people get so many free clicks to their page every single day simply by optimizing their bio, and you can implement the same exact thing into your content. You need to be looking at this in 2 different ways. First, a search component when it actually comes to Instagram, and secondly, the recommendations component when it comes to Instagram, because you need to realize Instagram is going to be looking at your page bio, the content that you produce, the description of the content that you produce, and the actual transcription of the content that you produce to try to determine who they should be pushing your content to. If all of that stuff matches one thing, yet the actual content that you produce matches another thing, well, there's going to be a mismatch and they're not going to be able to find the correct audience for your content. This is what happens to a lot of small creators, and it's why they actually never get any traction. In addition to that, you need to realize that Instagram is favoring creators that are being consistent. This means you need to be uploading at least 1 time a day, and ideally, you should be uploading 2 to 4 times a day. Now, I'm not saying to just upload any random thing. A few ways for you to be able to mix in this many posts is for you to do reaction videos to other things going on within your niche, reposting content from within your niche, curating content from within your niche. And when you have a post do well, you can do reposts on Instagram still. In fact, I strongly suggest that you repost your content that's done well. Which brings me to our next point, which is that you should not even bother uploading a video if there's not a hook in the piece of content. I see so many creators mess this up, and I'm not saying that there needs to be text on the screen. That is not what I'm saying. There's so many video examples. If you scroll your Reels page and look at any video that's got over 10,000 likes, look at the first 3 seconds of the video and ask yourself, why am I watching this video? Why would somebody else watch this video? And you're gonna be able to very clearly see that. There's either text on the screen that makes you wanna watch the rest of the video because it's thought-provoking or talks to you, the individual as the audience, or there's There's going to be something going on the screen that's going to make you think, oh, I need to see how this ends. Mr. Beast does an absolutely amazing job at this in his YouTube content, in his Instagram content, in his TikTok content, and he's a great example of this. He'll set the stakes in the first 3 to 5 seconds of the video, and that's what you need to be doing. Whether you're uploading entertaining content, you're uploading educational content, you need to be setting the actual stakes of the video and giving people a reason to care, and sometimes this means pissing people off, or confusing them, or invoking curiosity. Way too many of you tell them exactly what it is right off the bat, and it makes people swipe away, especially in a short form content environment like Instagram Reels is. Now, this next tip might truly be the best thing that you ever hear about Instagram. You need to look at your page as a hub for whatever niche you're going to be in. If you think that your page is only going to be all about you, it's one of the biggest mistakes that you could possibly make. If you're doing comedy content, you need to actually make it about the viewer. How do you make it about the viewer? You make it relatable to what that viewer is. If you're doing educational content, you shouldn't rely on only your best content. If you're trying to represent a group of people, for example, Baseball Lifestyle does an absolutely amazing job at this, built a multi-million-dollar business within the baseball niche by creating their own original content, by curating other people's content, by being the hub for all things baseball. They truly represent the baseball lifestyle, and if you create content like this, you need to actually represent whoever your people are. That's how you're going to succeed on Instagram, and Instagram is unique in a way that you can do it. You can't do it like this on TikTok. You can't do it like this on YouTube, but you can do it on Instagram, and you're wasting this opportunity right now by not being the hub for whatever kind of content you're creating, whoever you're representing. It's the biggest mistake that you could possibly make on Instagram right now. Now, before I share with you the last tip that I need to make sure that you're doing to be successful on Instagram in 2023, I do want to re-emphasize something. It has never been as easy as it is right now to grow on Instagram. There has never been more money than there has been right now on Instagram. The amount of brand deals on there, absolutely insane. The way that you could DM people is way better than YouTube. It's way better than TikTok. So it's a better sales platform than both of those platforms. And you need to make sure that you're taking advantage of this. Even if you're driving traffic from somewhere else over to your Instagram. In fact, I have a friend who creates content on TikTok, but he drives people to Instagram because then he knows he could DM them, he can retarget them, he could hit them with a story, they're probably going to see that, and this is a great way for you to increase sales. Whether you're trying to do a brand promotion, whether you're trying to sell your own product, you need to make sure that you're taking this seriously, because if we look back 2 years ago, it was impossible to grow on Instagram, and now it's easier than it ever has been before if you implement the things that I've already shared with you in this video, and you implement this last thing that I'm about to share, which is you need to make sure that you have a call to action in your actual content. You see what I just did there? I added a call to action into this video. You need to make sure that you have a call to action in your content because you need to be getting people to save your piece of content or follow you. Way too many of you been relying just on the comments or just on the description in order to get people to take an action like this, and it's one of the biggest mistakes you can make. You also need to have it in your video, and I also need you to understand something. After you post on Instagram, you should be doing 2 things. So many people think that you should just get off the app as quickly as possible. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be staying on the app. You should be engaging with people. You should be interacting with people. You need to get people used to you interacting with them because it's going to increase the amount of times that they interact with you. If people interact with you, it's going to increase Instagram's ability to push your content out, and it's going to actually allow you to build a community. Because if you're on Instagram right now, you're trying to make more money, you're trying to get more views, you're trying to get more followers, you're trying to build that community. And if you're trying to get followers but you've been struggling, I want to show you how I can guarantee that you get more followers on Instagram. All you have to do is keep watching this video. All of that being said, if you want guaranteed growth on Instagram in 2022 or just in the next 30 days, you need to get into my mentorship program where I guarantee that I can help you grow on Instagram. In fact, I'm going to tell you what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use to guarantee that you grow in the next 30 days. If you don't grow, I'm going to give you your money back, 0 questions asked. Now, there are limited spots for this because there are so many people that want to get into it, but I can only work with so many creators. So if you're interested, go to the link in the description. This is the same exact course that Tuvok12 took to gain over 100,000 followers on Instagram. Av Moves took to gain over 1 million followers on Instagram, the Joel Magician took to gain over 500,000 followers on Instagram, and so many other creators. I'm telling you guys, the organic reach on Instagram is not going to last forever. If you want to take advantage of this, you want brands to pay you for your posts, you want to know what you should be posting, what hashtags to use, what time you should be posting, and again, guaranteed growth on Instagram. Nobody has ever offered this before. Nobody's ever going to be able to offer this, but I can offer this to you right now if you get into this very limited program. So please, if you're interested, sign up at the link in the description. If not, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I'm going to put up on the screen because they're the videos that YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.